Hey, 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 what's up, everybody? It's Malika, back at you again. How is everybody doing? I'm reporting live from poolside. Just wanted to spend just a couple little minutes with y'all before I head out because you know that I said I would. So I wanted to just spend a couple minutes today talking about, hey, what's up, Cookie? Hey, Cookie. Hey, honey. Anyway, it is June, y'all. And I told you all June it's going to be dedicated to the men. Okay, I'm dedicating it to the men. And we're talking about subjects concerning them. So, you know how that go, right? I got something on my little lip. I can't see it. Let me see if I could use this as a little mirror. Mmm. Anyway, so I wanted to talk to y'all a little bit about Black fatherhood today. Now, I know that we were going to cover the Central Park 5 because that is going around. I'm going to move the comments. We were going to cover, let me know if you can hear me okay. Okay. We were going to cover the Central Park 5 because everybody's been watching that. And, that's kind of been going on and going around. And I am going to cover that. But today we're just going to have a little chat, little quick lunch and learn. Not our usual hour because I got to go, y'all. I got things to do. All right. You hear the water? That's where I am. I am down by the water side. Down by the water. I don't know if I can show y'all it. There's some people in the pool, so I don't want to really disrespect them, but I'm just chilling out today. And yeah, I wanted to just talk about fatherhood. See if y'all come in the building. All right, who else we got? Who came in the building? Let's see. Let's see. Say hi to me. Tell me where you're coming in from. What's up? Here y'all come. Here comes Roy. Hey, Roy. Here comes Kayla. Hey, sweetheart. How are you? Who else we got? Roy, I wanted to talk a little bit about Black fatherhood today. So thank you for contributing to the conversation as a male. Y'all tag somebody, share with somebody. You know I don't spend a lot of time on antics, right? We're going to get right to it. The conversation at hand. See, if it's something negative, we usually have a lot of people. If it's something positive, then that's when you don't see a lot of people. Hey, somebody else came in. What's up? Tamika Banks came in. Hello, Tamika. How are you today? How's everybody doing today? I know there's probably a delay. Okay, Marie came in. Hey, Marie. Hi. I love to see all y'all. It is great seeing y'all. I wasn't going to come on today because I really wanted to I was like, you know what? I need a self-care day. I really want to have a self-care day. I'm not getting on. I'm not working. I'm not doing. What's up? King Heru came in the building. Hey, Ru. How are you? Well, I know how you are because I already talked to you today. But how are you now at this moment, King? Waving to you. Sending everybody a okay, Stevie came in. Hey, Stevie. Tamika says she's coming in from Birmingham, Alabama. Okay, yes, that's what I'm talking about. Anyway, y'all, I'm chilling out here with these people. So, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna be nice. That's why I'm not yelling. I'm gonna be the nice Malika. But I wanted to have this conversation with y'all. Just a little bit of time that we can spend on Black fatherhood. Okay. And I'm not really presenting a problem, but I want to just tell you some of the scenarios that I find that exist within the context of Black fatherhood. When I was thinking about what I could talk with the men about, what we could share, how we could share, and how we could have the greatest experience together. So here's kind of my thought. We all know, and you all know, how I get down, promoting the Black man, the Black woman, and the Black child, right? The Black family unit, because I believe that we need to get Black together again. just for the healing of our people, for the healing of our nation. And so when I think about Black fathers, I know that there is, even my own father, when I think about what he, because it's Father's Day, right? In case you don't know, that's an American holiday. But when I think about what he meant to me, how I looked at him, the impact that he had in my life as a woman, how that has impacted all of the other relationships in my life as a woman. It's very, very important, the Black father. And I think about that from, I'm almost 50 to now, having a daughter half my age, seeing the impact that having her father has had in her life, and then looking at our youth and seeing where we are and trying to measure that, not as a form of success, but just looking at the differences, right? And so when people categorize Black fathers, it's always on some negative note, which I don't appreciate, because not all Black fathers are negative. Not all Black fathers are not there in the homes with their children. Not all Black fathers are not making a difference. Not all Black fathers are leaving their children. You see what I'm saying? There are some men that I know right now that are taking care of their children on their own. They're doing it on their own as single men in their community. So where's the praise for that? Did they get any praise? You feel what I'm saying? So I think that there's a lot of different contexts for Black fatherhood. And I just wanted to talk about a little bit of them today. So we said we got the single fathers. We have that group, right? Okay, somebody said I'm good. Glad to see you. Who's that? Who said I'm good? Oh, wow. Shell came in the building. Hey, Shell. Stevie came. Leash came. Hey, Leash. What's up, sweetheart? Danielle came. Hello, greetings. Brian Edwards came. Greetings, Brian. Sean came. Willie came. Thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate you so much. And that's why I take time, even when I'm talking, to stop and acknowledge you all, because you could be anywhere, but you just spend a couple of moments with Malika for lunch and learn today, right? Malika is on her way out, though, for lunch. I'm going out, me and my baby girl, not my baby girl, the oldest girl. We going out and we just going to do some bonding activities. But back to our fatherhood. So we got, these different contexts of Black fatherhood. We got the single fatherhood, and we have maybe the father that was with the mother and they broke up and now he's not with the mother, but he's still inside of the child's life, and I know that can be quite complicated. So we've got that scenario. And then, truthfully, honestly, we do have fathers. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm out here in these bugs. Y'all know I'm from the city. Sorry. My hair is getting in my mouth. Okay, I'm sorry. All right, so anyway, be patient with Malika, okay? Be patient with me. So anyway, so we got all these different scenarios, but we do have to acknowledge the negative scenarios that we have and some of the dysfunctions that come along with it. And we do have to admit that we do have fathers that have walked away from the home, or that are not in the home, or that don't take care of their kids. And I'm going to tell you, really, as a Black woman, I can look at it and I can analyze it all I want, but I don't understand really where that comes from, right? Because I'm a Black woman. So this is why we need Black men to engage in these conversations with us. And, I get a lot of heat for doing it. They're like, oh, Malika has left Team Women and now she's with Team Men. And, it's not like that at all. It's just the fact that, I think that the men get a bad rap. And I think if we don't have these building conversations together, we're never going to get anywhere. We're never going to get anywhere just bashing each other. We're never going to get anywhere just focusing on the negative aspects of, I got to hold this a little closer, y'all. Sorry. We're never going to get anywhere on just the negative aspects of our relationship, because we know that they exist. So I wanted to know some of you guys' thoughts, especially from the men, because I think the problem with women, and I say it all the time, is when women have problems with men, Black men, they go to other Black women. And see, we can only do so much. So I need to get these answers from other Black men. So I need to know what you guys think. Where do you think we are in the state of, and I'll bring you on. If you are on here and you want to come on, I'm going to put the comments back. Add, throw up the thing so that I can add you. What's up, Evangelist? Hey, Leash. Lee says she's listening with her new earpiece. That's what's up. What's up, Jen? What's up, Ray Sean? What's up, Jen? What's up, Ray Sean? Y'all all coming in today. I didn't think y'all would be so lit for Black Fatherhood. But anyway, we got something new. We gonna talk with y'all what about next week too. But so I wanted to kind of know what's up. Nikita came in the building. You know, where do y'all think we are in the state of Black America and Black fatherhood? Are we doing a good job? Are we missing the mark? We know we clearly are missing the mark, right? And it's due to a lot of this dysfunction. A lot of the dads are just not in the home. I think it's that the fathers are not in the home. I think it's a lack of education. I think it's miseducation. I think it's the programming of society, of our country. I think it's a lot of things. But I don't want to put it all in a one size fits all box, because that's what we tend to do. You know, that's great if we just talk about, oh, I'm going to just talk about single fathers today. No, I want to hear from the men. Where do you think we are as Black men, right, in our society today? Where are we with the fatherhood thing? Do we need more mentors? Do we need more education? What is lacking and how can we get there? Anybody want to be brave enough? I'll bring you on right now. Oh, Lee said I was looking so pretty. She said had to see what I was talking about. Oh, thank you, cuz I love you. I'll be up there next month. And you know I was trying to come for your birthday, but it didn't work out. But I'll be up there next month. And you know we gonna be down that Jersey Shore. And I'm probably gonna eat some pizza. Okay, so Nikita said lack of role models too. Okay, what about blended families, y'all, too? I mean, we've got a lot of that. We can't leave that scenario out of the Black fatherhood scenario. A lot of men are left to take care of other men's children, right? Or wrong? Am I right or am I wrong? Any of y'all have blended families that could testify? Okay, I see somebody brave. Let's see if they want to come in. I should have put y'all on the Wi-Fi, but we not. Okay, somebody said they are used to women taking. That's a very good point, Leash. Leash said they're used to them because, you know, we got this epidemic of single mothers. And so Leash said that the men are used to women taking care of the children. I think that's partially right, too. So do you think they're not in the father's life, or they don't do what they need to do because we take care of the children? All right, let's see who wants to come in. Okay, Heru wants to come in. I'm going to bring him in. Let me see if I can add you. I added you, Heru. Let me see what's going on. All right, let me try again. Okay, I added you, so it will add him. Right. Nikita said they have a blended family. Okay, she says she has a blended family. Okay, we got somebody, we got a guest, a special guest. Can you hear me? I can't hear you.
You can't hear me? How
Now
about
I
now? Can you hear
can.
me
How you
now?
doing?
I'm pretty good. How about yourself?
Good. Thank you for joining us
Well, thank you for inviting me. Thank you for having me.
on my little lunch and learn.
That's what's up. But learning isn't ever little. Only our
Well,
minds.
what say you? What do you say about the state of Black fatherhood that we're in?
First thing I'd like to say is the narrative. The narrative. There's a narrative that we, for the most, are neglectful of our families. But the larger majority of us are taking care of our families and are being responsible. And we do predominantly date black women, contrary to the
Mm-hmm.
narrative. We got to understand that not only are we dealing with a society that's designed against us, we've also got to be responsible for building ourselves from these conditions that this society against us has imposed upon us, including a lot of the negative narratives and stereotypes about us. So
Mm-hmm.
that's one. Now, secondly, the real matter of incarceration, the real matter of not raising us to be responsible men, those things do exist. But even if we are responsible men, our children are still subject to a society that's trying to destroy them, you know, as
Mm-hmm.
well as our wives.
Yeah.
No, okay, so what? Okay, yeah. Back in the day, it was common for the man to go to work and the woman to stay home, traditionally. And I'm cool with that. But the thing about it is, they created this need for a man to provide like that. They created that narrative, you know, even though most that's what we did. But we're supposed to look at the truth. I'll accept the responsibility of defending, providing, and protecting if I'm given those access, if I'm given the resources to do so, if I'm able to do so. You see. Now, how do I feel about
Mm-hmm.
myself if I am not? And then I have to contend with the system that's trying to take me out anyway, and the negative narrative, the stereotype and narrative that controls, you know, what could I say? My reputation as a black man, or our reputation as black men, saying that we're irresponsible. So from the beginning, let's admit that most of us aren't irresponsible. Most of us don't sag our pants, but those of us that are, they're noticeable and they're easily exploited, and we tend to have to all wear that, you know, that negative stigmatism.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Can you hear me? Are you
Okay,
able
I
to hear me?
can. Yeah, now I can. Yeah, I broke up a little
I
bit.
apologize for not being able to hear me. I don't know
No, that's
why.
okay. I think it's because I don't have y'all on the Wi-Fi. I'm not inside of the building. It's just on my regular thing. So if I lose
Okay,
you, then you know that's what it is.
that's what's
But
up.
continue. We
Yeah,
appreciate. I'm just
yeah,
so
but
excited. We got this content. You know, Dr. Heru is in the building.
no, listen at you. Cut it out. But you know, it offends me that for some of my brothers that aren't responsible, and you know, and don't see the importance of them in us as a unit, the black man, black woman, and the children. You know, that's a horrible thing for me. But again, like I say, it's really not the majority of us. It's those that are controlling the narrative about us that's making it appear that way.
So, what can we do? Do you think, moving forward? What are some practical things that we could do to either change the narrative, to um, I don't want to say we can enforce this black fatherhood or father, because we can't really enforce it, right? We could be mothers, and like we can only be mothers. That's what I'm trying to say. And y'all have to
Right.
be fathers. We can't force you to do anything. So how can we change the negative narrative of what's going on now with the fathers not being in the home, with them being locked up, or boys turning to the gang culture and things
Mm,
like that? Like, what are practical things that we can do as
right.
a people? Because everybody, we all got a lot of uh we can all look at the problem, but when we start talking about solutions, we talk about it like it's afar, like, it's way over there. So what tangibly can we do, like starting today, something we can all do to move forward as a people?
Okay. There's an African proverb that goes, "It takes a village to raise a child."
Absolutely.
Right. There's a reason why they say that. Because that child is cultured. That child is cultured to play its position in its future, to play its
Mhm.
position in that community in the future. That child is nourished to become the man that they expect that man to be. We don't have that here. The best thing we have, in which I'm gonna take it back just a little bit, even though I know what I'm about to say can affect those that are grown now or in relationships now. But at the beginning of your relationship, again, traditionally, a young man would have to see a young lady's father in order to start courting. I think that's a
Mhm.
great idea. I think that shows a sign of sincerity in that young man. You see what I'm saying? If he's
Mm-hmm.
meeting a woman and don't feel like he has to answer to some man behind that woman, he could be a bit reckless. But when they
Mm-hmm.
know that they have to answer to a man behind that woman, they'll change, they'll change the way they act. That's one. So secondly, if when you're picking a mate, a male mate, you want to make sure he's got the consistency of being responsible. So a lot of people, a lot of women, or a lot of relationships are made without finding out if your partner is responsible enough. What's their ideals? What's their plans? What are they composed of? What's their state of mind? What's their psychology? What's their reality? And you're getting someone
Mm-hmm.
that doesn't consider these things, then don't be surprised if they're not that responsible. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for those of us who see this problem and want to change, first we have to both admit that or commit to the change that we want, and then we've got to display the change that we want to see. We've got to display the change that we want to see. If a young lady is with a man and he's not being responsible, she needs to let him know that. She needs to let him know that. She needs to
Absolutely.
constantly let him know. She don't have to be ugly or nasty with it. She don't have to have an attitude. Just say it in passing. Baby, I love you. You're a handsome dude. You're irresponsible though. Could you fix that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then tomorrow, I love you. You're irresponsible though. Could you fix that? And if
Mm-hmm.
he's sincere, he'll fix it. If he's not, then you have to make a decision. You
Mm-hmm.
have to make a decision. And in many cases, for those who've already started families, if they're not responsible to those families, what make you think they're going to be responsible to yours?
Right.
See? Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, that's way important. And and while we're talking, I see some of the comments. I'm just going to read them. Luis Morales says, and I think this is important. We talk about this too, about the
Mhm.
media influences, okay? Media influences, the music
Controlling the narrative.
influences, right? Yeah. So Lewis says, stop letting TV raise your children. That's one way to start. Okay, I like that, Lewis. Calvin came in the building. Thank you, Calvin. Alicia said, I think some men have these fake relationships and end up having children from it. Okay. All right, Leash. Lewis also said women need to let a man be a man and a leader. Understand the difference between being a leader. I think you're saying, Lewis, understand the difference between being a leader and controlling. Yeah, we understand that. We definitely understand that. Not everybody, right? Women. This is like saying women or men or um, putting them in a generality. We can't really do that.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, we
Letitia said,
understand what
happy
controls the
Tuesday.
generality, those who
Hmm.
control our narrative. I'm sorry, excuse me.
Okay, somebody also said the Illuminati. Okay, the Illuminati has created a system where female studs are the new male figures. We were just talking about this, right? Like
Yeah.
something like that.
Deep.
So,
They're trying to
okay,
go,
the
they're trying to go deep
Illuminati.
on us. We was trying to keep it surface, huh?
We all have work to do together. We have to listen to one another. I totally agree. I think that it gets a little crazy now in the dispensation of time that we are in because we have such heavy media influences, right? We got a lot of latchkey kids. The mom or dad are not in the home. This is where the gang culture has derived from because the kids were not home. So who do they go? They go to hang out with, a group of other kids who are like them who have, and we call it, it's a whole thing. We call it in psychology, trauma bonding, right? I have a trauma that hooks up with your trauma, and then we trauma bond, and then we form, a lot of gangs are formed out of trauma bonding. So you don't have the parents in the home anymore. We've got, gang culture. We got media influences, the music, right? The music, we talked about that some
Get a
before. They can put whatever they want. Well, y'all know what I mean when I say they. I hate to use pronouns, but the music that's influencing our children. Oh, you wanted to say something? Did you want to say something, Will? I'm
No, no,
sorry.
I was fine. I was listening to you. I was
Oh,
agreeing with
okay.
you.
Yeah, so I think that influences what's going on too. And I don't know, I want to say, for those of you that are older, you can help me out here, 40s, 50s or older. I want to say that there was a different um relationship to the importance of fatherhood also, like back in our day when we grew up. Every home that we looked in almost had a father in it, right? Am I right or wrong to say that?
Right,
If it
right.
didn't, if the father wasn't there, he was away working or away in the military or whatever. But it was that was the normality, that there was going to be a father in the home. And I think
Mm,
now when we look at the normality, there's not a father in the home. So I think that as times have changed, I don't want to say we've thrown away the baby with the bathwater, but it's almost like we haven't adjusted, we haven't made the adjustment, so to say,
yeah,
in what's going on. And it seems like we keep falling more and more through the cracks, right? We're falling into a
yeah,
deeper and deeper hole. And I think almost what I see is that a lot of our people, especially mothers, because it's hard out here. If you're raising, kids on your own, single motherhood, and there's no fatherhood, you've almost, I don't want to speak for all ladies, but a lot of us have given up hope. A lot of the ladies out there I know have spoken to me about just giving up hope. I guess I'm gonna be raising this boy by myself, or I guess he just gonna be in this gang, or I can't get anybody to help me with him, or I don't know if I don't want to say because I know that there are men willing to step in and be fathers, but then I think a lot are not too. What do you think? What are you seeing? Because you're a man and you're around masculine energy. Is it just a perception that I'm having as a black woman, or is this a true reality that I guess people just don't care? It's not in the forefront of our lives. So we just like, well, whatever.
perception perception becomes reality.
Hmm.
But before that reality, before you want to understand what gave you that perception, this is a great segue for the 56. A young person brought up the Illuminati a minute ago. These issues that we're dealing with are far greater than what we understand. And that we need to have systems, I mean institutions, to undo the damage that they've done to us. Now it's become our responsibility to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps after they created such a horrible condition for us. It's our responsibility to fix it. Okay, we'll accept that responsibility to fix it
Hmm.
if you stop creating new barriers to destroy it. We trying to rebuild black families, but now we've got to deal with the LGBTQX community feeling however they're feeling in their certain way. So that's going to get in the way. This young man could have the proper things he's trying to do, but she could have an influence from somebody from the LBGT community, and they're misleading them wrong. We got to deal with that. We got to deal with the fact that he hasn't been taught skills. We got to deal with the fact that he spent most of his life in jail or something like that, or most of the people that he dealt with on the streets didn't value family. We've got all these things to contend with. And our psyche by itself is enough to contend with. And we've got to reconstruct that. And that's just not in position for us to do at this time. It could
Hmm. Yeah.
appear almost impossible. So right now we're going to have to start small with individual groups and networks developing our plans together. This is the fix. We're doing the fix right now. You're doing the fix right now, Grand Goddess. You're doing the fix right now by your platform. You're doing the fixing right now. These are the things that we need, and we need to institute them eventually or incorporate them into our communities. We need to actually go back to segregation. Before
Hey,
that, all
Arnold.
we were segregated. We had control access to all of our youth. We had control access to each other. We had control access to our resources. As long as we're sending our children to their schools, we're creating a disadvantage for ourselves. As long as they're allowed to control all our media, we're creating a disadvantage to ourselves. See? They're controlling all of the resources. What they're going to do, they're going to exploit you for. It's so easy to exploit a poor person. It's not funny. You know what you can get a poor person to do? Starving for money? These are all the things that we have to
Anything.
contend with. That's right.
Right.
Some men can't accept
Anything.
the responsibility of being a father or a husband if he can't provide. Some women are so destroyed that they're going to constantly remind them, and then they're going to say it in a derogatory way. Oh, you can't do this. You ain't no man. You can't do this. You know, you ain't no man. It's going to continue to happen. We're in a bad environment in order for us to come up successfully. We're in a bad environment for that. We have to recreate our own environments to implement the same. You dig? We got to recreate,
Yeah.
and they're hard to do in our communities because our communities have been inundated with all types of 56 destructive ways that we have with ourselves.
Absolutely. Arnold, hey Arnold. Arnold came in the building. What's up? Arnold said, "What's going on? Is that a guest?" Yes, it is a guest. This is Dr. Heru. He's our special guest
She's giving me
today.
that title, doctor, but I'll take it. I I haven't
Okay,
gotten that
and
yet, so I don't
he
feel like I
is
have.
talking. We talking about fatherhood today, Black fatherhood, actually, Arnold.
Hotel.
And I want to read some of Alicia's comments because Alicia says she sees male groups around more though. She said, yes, we need more education and awareness. Okay. Also, she said, we as women, we care about the male role, but we still have to do what needs to be done. Jasmine came in. What's up, Jasmine? Nikita came in. She said, right. Well, Nikita was here already. She said males were valued. I think she's talking about before in the
Tradition.
past, males were valued. And I think so too. I think that there is a devaluing, which is why I'm so passionate about black males. I just am. You know what I mean? But there's a devaluing, that's going on. And it puts the devaluing, of course, on the black male as the most endangered species. That's just my personal opinion. And
Mm-hmm.
you're right. If you are in a position where you don't feel like you're valued or you don't feel like you're worth anything, then you can't provide. Then you might be feeling some type of way. And to bringing a child into this world or raising a child, I could see that. I could see me. I'm a black mom, but I could see me as a black male. How that could make one feel, and all of the change. And all of the things that would be against you, in trying to raise a black son in America, not even in black America, just in America, period. I wouldn't want to, I'm gonna be honest with you. I got two girls, everybody knows, and I don't know that I could raise a son in this society. Or no, let me rephrase that. I could do it, of course, because we're gonna do what we need to do, but I wouldn't want to. Not in today. I'm being
And
honest with y'all.
you put
Not in the state of where things are today. I would be, I mean, I don't have sons, y'all, but y'all that do, I'm sure when they go out of the house every morning, you're, you praying for their return, or I don't even like to say that or think about that. I can't even wrap my brain around that. The attacks that one must face, the mental
got
warfare
so
that
bad now.
one
You
must
got to
go
watch
through.
for your daughter too.
What'd you
You know.
say?
I said, then got so bad now. You have to watch for your daughter too. They're killing black women
Everybody.
too and abusing young
Hold
black
on,
males
y'all,
too.
1 second. There's a plane.
Okay,
So I didn't know if y'all could hear me.
that's all right. I couldn't hear it, but I had a train. I don't think y'all heard it.
Can y'all? Oh, there's a train by you and a
It's
plane by
gone
me.
now. You
Planes,
had
trains, and automobiles.
there's the stigmatism, or better yet, the ideal that the person that provides is a man.
Hmm.
The person that
True.
provides for that family, that's the man.
Hmm.
What about our anatomies? So the title man has been taken from your actual physical anatomy. You've got a male anatomy. No matter how much money you have or don't have, you've got this male anatomy. And you won't ever, 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 unless you use some sort of synthetic surgery to get a womb. You were born a male, you're going to die a male most likely. Whether you're responsible or irresponsible, you are a male. Eventually, after 18 legally, it's called being a man. You are a man.
Mm-hmm.
Because the woman provides, some women have a tendency to think that they're being the man. You won't ever be a man. You
Never.
ain't gonna be no man. Not. Anything
Mm-hmm.
you could do is imitating a man. You can imitate a man, but you can never really be a man. A man is not just a responsibility, but a man is also of a gender, a sex. And
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, they're tying the sense of responsibility to being a man, and that's inaccurate. Because if that's the case, then what's a rich feminine woman?
Right.
So we can't equate matter of fact, we can't equate any of our identity to money. Money is a material thing, and it definitely wasn't here in the beginning with all of us. So what were we before the money? Now we're allowing money to change our gender. We're allowing money to change our perception of ourselves within a society that's controlled by people who has all the resources and money, and they determine the narrative of what you are or not. And it's our responsibility to see all this and fix this. You got to remember that most of us were like crazy sleep during slavery, even after all that, the 60s and 70s, when we thought that we could be friends with them. We kind of allowed them to come into our houses and everything. They constantly destroyed us. We've allowed them to all our organizations. At one time, the Black Panthers didn't didn't mind having Caucasians in their group, as long as it was for the right thing. Now they're learning that most of those Caucasians was in there to ensure that the group does not succeed. So we're not just dealing with individual responsibility. There's a strategic system set up to destroy us individually and as families, as family units.
Yeah, I mean the destruction, and I think it goes even further than this. Okay, you got systematic um destruction, but then you got, I'm thinking about, who was that who made that song? Self destruction. We're headed for self
Yeah.
destruct. Who, y'all
Public
remember that, right?
Enemy,
Okay. I'm telling
KRS-One,
my
Cream the
age.
People.
Y'all tell me who it was up here, right? We got the self destruction that is going on. I wonder though if in relation again to this topic on black fatherhood, if, do you think, and I want to get some of y'all's comments, do you think men are discouraged now in terms of black fatherhood? Like, are men still like, oh, I'm excited to be a father, or are they just, in today's society, or are they just kind of like giving up on the notion of doing that in terms of everything that's going on? Us being shot down in the street like dogs, profiling, all kinds of things. And I want to read, think about that, y'all. I want to read Arnold's comment. He said, what about black males coming out of jails and that cannot get jobs because of their criminal records? What is done about it? I know some places, such as the restaurant industry, are doing it. What do you mean, Arnold? What males, is that a question? The 80s rap group made that song. Okay, clarify that, Arnold, what you said. The male coming from jail, yes, that's a major issue for men. Okay, yes, it definitely is.
A major issue. There are some things about that it's not even kosher to talk about. It's too taboo to even talk about. We're not ready to address that. From the surface, we would want to create an organization to give ex-cons jobs, to filter them back into society. That's ideal. But we're not going to talk about
Mm-hmm.
all the luggage that they picked up in their years of being in prison, because eventually that's going to come to the surface too. But to talk about it makes you a target. And some people think that that you're trying to generalize a character. But listen, a lot of that stuff that happened in jail is worse than Las Vegas. It stays in Las Vegas. I'm not in a rush to break the code about all of that. I ain't never really do no big time, so I'm not really trying to delve in there. But I'm gonna say it like this: if you're trying to play a role, and this is to the brothers that's pretending, I need you to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
If you're trying to play a role that you know don't fit you, get out of that role, because you're just going to destroy that person and in any child that you all create. Don't try to be something, pretend to be something that you're not. Don't do that. If you know you done acquired a new identity or characteristic personality, go ahead and do things that's consistent with that. Just because you do that don't mean you're irresponsible. You're not designing. You're not prepared for that. You're going to destroy a woman and her family, trying to make them think you straight when you know you're not. And that's causing some of our problems too. That's causing
And even them.
because again, the tradition is tradition for a man to have a woman on his arm. So some of them want to have a woman as a bear, just like some of those LTBG women. It's traditional for her to have a man on her arm. She's not really trying to function in traditional female role. She's not. She just want to show the world that she has a man.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's a little too personal, being in people's bedroom, but I'm telling you the real. You know, don't grab this half a man and expect to don't do that. Same thing. Don't grab a half a woman and expect her to be no full woman. Don't do it. You know.
So in terms, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. I wanted to say in terms of the men coming out of, because there are a lot of questions about that and comments about, men coming out. I agree with that too, Leash, about how do they readjust back into society. I'm thinking about, and what about somebody, oh, you know what? Today I heard, okay, so the town, I'm not going to mention no names, but y'all know it's a little small town where we grew up at, right? And about 20 plus 5 years ago, there was somebody in the community about my age who we all knew. And long story short, they got probably, I think it was 25 years to life. Well, they got 3 more years to do, I heard today from the wife. Okay.
Mm.
And that's a long time. So altogether, I think it was 24, 5. Let me see. My daughter is 24. So 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So 27 years, okay, of time. How does one readjust back into society with, like, how do you even be a father to a missing now, from what I understand, this person has not been in the child's life like that. Like, they've had some visits, but the father has been way somewhere away, far, like in some far penitentiary or something. So I know he didn't have a lot of visits with the son. I can't even imagine integrate. The boy is one of the boys is, I think they had a baby while the man was in jail. Anyway, honey, I think the youngest boy is, I want to say 15 or something like that. So how do
Yeah,
you
to the war.
how the dad's coming home readjusting back into a 15-year-old boy's life today? Like, that's a whole nother level of fatherhood that we're not talking about. I mean, I guess it's just, I don't have nothing to say because, I don't know. I'm here to listen, and I'm here to learn today
At
because
the
it's
at
really
the age of
out of my
15,
league.
at the age of 15, a young man would consider their father a
It's
challenge
going out,
for them.
Rue. I can't hear you. Talk
Okay.
louder.
At the
There
age
we
of
go.
15, an upper teenager, they would consider their father more of a challenge than they would a mentor, because
Mm-hmm.
he's gone through most of his hard struggles already. He's learned how
Mm.
to adjust to the world without his father already. You see? So if the father was to come in and try and start, getting him in order, the first thing he'll say, "You can't tell me nothing. You
Can't
can't
tell
tell
me
me
what
nothing.
to do.
You can't tell me nothing." Yeah.
Yeah.
It's too late to be my daddy. You did. It's too late to be, and that child doesn't know that the father is dealing with so many things. He can't begin to describe to this child where he at. He's just trying to pick up from where he left off, if that's at all possible. But after you left off
Mm-hmm.
at, you need to leave it where it was, because when you come out, you're totally different.
I
And
mean,
that's
it's so many. When I sit here, well, okay, when I contemplated doing this, and Dr. Heru knows because I ask him questions and often refer for his expertise on these subject matters. However, me as again, as a black woman, being a woman of a certain age, having nephews, seeing the struggles, having brothers, cousins, just growing up with black men in general, knowing how it was over 1, 2, 3 decades, and seeing how it is now. Imagine if I would have grandsons, or like, oh man, what that would be like, raising them and trying to raise them. I think from what it was to what it is, we definitely need to institute some of what we did have. Like, and when I say that, let me explain what I mean, and then I'm gonna jump off and let y'all go because your girl is going to the Olive Garden. Okay.
what's
Anyway,
up.
yeah, I gotta have a little. Me and my
Go
girl gonna
ahead.
have a little. Look, I'm ready, y'all. Check it out.
Uh, not the
Oh,
yellow.
okay now.
Go ahead on,
Okay
Quinn.
now. But anyway, put
All
these on
right,
top
Quinn.
of my head.
That's what's up.
Okay, it says battery. Let's see, battery low. Okay, so this is what I want to say, y'all. I want to wrap this up because there's so much, and of course, y'all know I want y'all to continue the conversation offline because we're just breaking open the topic today. Okay, we're just talking about this all month though. We're covering these men's topics, so check it out. I think leaving you with something tangible and practical. The way I see it, there's so much work to be done, so much that's not being talked about, not being addressed. But we each individual can do something. That's what I believe. There's something that you could do to impart into the life of a male child, or to help influence the positivity of black fatherhood. Okay, you might be directly connected to that black father, and maybe you need to give them encouragement that way, or you may be connected directly to that black child, and you can give encouragement and support that way. You might be connected to the school system, or whatever it is. So there is a way that you can influence the culture of black fatherhood in a positive way. One of the things that I think that we need, that I don't see, is I think somebody mentioned it. It might have been Alicia, it might have been Annalie. Is like more programs, right? A lot of I know when I grew up, we had if y'all grew up from my city, y'all from my city, represent. We had Grand Ave Community Center, we had the Y, we had lots of other little. Oh, we had the
And there's
neighborhood
still some of those
house.
programs
We
for
had
people
there
getting
was
out too. All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, yeah, we had community centers of people where they could go and we could play and they could get mentored and play. There's nothing like that for the
Or
youth
destroyed.
anymore, especially in our urban, communities. It's like all of that has gone away. That's one thing that I think would help. Another thing I see popping up, I do like that I see, is a lot of fatherhood and mentorship programs. Rather, I seen one the
That
other
is
day
sketchy.
where,
I have to interrupt.
okay,
I'm,
go
I'm
ahead. I'm on
pardon me,
15%. Come on with it.
man. I'm gonna tell you, this thing that we're involved in ain't no joke.
Hmm.
A homosexual man ain't got no business trying to take a little heterosexual boy and mentor him. Forget about it. That's just like two homosexual men trying to adopt a little boy. Don't do that. Don't do that. Mentor a homosexual little boy. If you see him feminine, don't fool with no straight little boys. Don't. No homosexual man ain't got no business trying to mentor them. And unfortunately, because of their gender here in America, and part of the 56, you better check all of them. Because mostly in these coaches for the parks and the recreations and stuff, a lot of them dudes are twisted. And they're twisting a lot of our little boys to men.
Wow.
Yes, this
Wow
thing is deep,
and
man. It's
wow.
part of 56. It's just like the drugs and just like the money and just like the entertainment the entertainment industry. This thing is deep. It ain't no joke. I mean, if we're serious about trying to solve our problem, we got to talk about the serious issues that we were supposed to not to talk. It's like ratting. How you
Hmm.
gonna fix something if you try and fix it? It makes you a rat. So
Hmm.
someone has to take that chance to be a rat if they really want us to fix. If we really serious about fixing. If we're serious about fixing that issue, not all of those little boy to men programs, mentoring programs are good for the Black community.
This is true. I mean, I totally agree. We have to be protective of our children
I'm
anyway.
telling you.
You know, we we
I'm
we
telling
we,
you.
we gotta be, yeah, we gotta be checking people at the door no matter what. So I agree. Thank you for bringing that up. You know, just as a safety concern. Period. Okay, Doreen came in. There's another plane, y'all. That's why it's like I'm screaming. Okay, Doreen, what's up, Doreen? I'm gonna read a few more y'all comment. Okay, somebody came in. Uh-oh. There it goes, y'all. Wait, hold on. Let me get the thingy back. Okay, wait a minute. Wait, y'all people. Where'd it go? I done lost y'all. I know y'all here. I'm just trying to get the light back. There we go. All right. Here we go, y'all. Okay, that's telling me my phone is like, we going. I just want, what's up, Seafood? Seafood came in. I just want to acknowledge y'all. Betty came
Down to
in
5%.
and
What's up?
Drake came in. But listen, I want to say thank you, all of y'all, for joining me today on my Lunch and Learn. We talked about this fatherhood topic. We talked about a lot of other good stuff. Y'all take what you need, okay? And continue the conversation in the comments and offline. I want to thank my special guest, Dr. Heru, for joining us on today and for lending his expertise. And we know he will be back again with us today. So y'all have a marvelous day. Listen, yes, I am rushing, and yes, I am getting off here. Yes, I am having a margarita, and yes, I am out. So peace to the fam. Deuces.